The city is gone. The silence remains. Let's build the street that tells the story. Hi everyone. In part 2, we're going to bring some higher quality assets into the scene, improve our PCG setup, and finally enhance the realism with proper lighting. First, I visited the Evermotion website and downloaded this asset. As you can see, it's pretty close to what we're going for. To create a more convincing scene, we need realistic models, and soon, you'll see how it all comes together. I'm adding several example models to Unreal, and I'm replacing 2 of the existing buildings with the new ones. Since the buildings are quite large, we first need to adjust the scale in the Transform Points node. Since the process here is repetitive, I'll speed up this part of the video. Also, just like in the previous tutorials, we'll use a bound modifier and a difference node to prevent meshes from overlapping. That's why I decided to make the size of the bound modifiers match the dimensions of the buildings. If you run into any issues or need a refresher, make sure to check out the first 3 PCG tutorial videos on our channel. Now I'm going to create a street using another spline. The technique is exactly the same as what we covered in the third PCG tutorial, so I'll speed up this part of the video again. As you can see, even at this stage, the overall quality has already improved. And of course, if you use higher quality models, your scene will look even better. For a cooler lighting setup, I'm going to add an HDRI backdrop. Just make sure the plugin is enabled before you use it. Now I'm selecting one of the available HDRIs, and by adjusting its position, I can achieve the lighting look I'm going for. I set the intensity to 100 in the HDRI settings, and in the skylight section, I change the intensity to 60. Now I'm adding a post-process volume, and to make sure it affects the entire environment, I enable the infinite extent, unbound, option. Now I go to the exposure settings, enable it, and set the intensity to 4 to get a stronger lighting effect. Min EV 100 and Max EV 100 control how auto exposure, also called eye adaptation, works in Unreal Engine. Min EV 100 equals the darkest the camera can go, minimum exposure. Max EV 100 equals the brightest the camera can go, maximum exposure. Unreal adjusts the exposure between these two values based on the scene's lighting. By adjusting the min and max EV 100 values, I'm able to fine-tune the result to what I'm looking for. Now let's move on to the fog settings. By adjusting the intensity, as well as the start and end distances, we can achieve the look we want. Additionally, by enabling volumetric fog and tweaking the scattering value, we can create a much denser and more dramatic fog effect. In the post-process volume settings, we can go to the midtones and gain sections and apply a cooler color tone with increased intensity to add more of a cold atmosphere to the scene. We can also reduce the overall color strength by lowering the saturation value. In the directional light settings, we can increase the volumetric scattering value to boost the light's diffusion in the fog. Now I want to create a new lighting effect. Using a black and white texture, we'll simulate light rays that look like they're shining through clouds. Now we go to the light function section, but since it doesn't accept a texture directly, we need to create a material for it. We'll set the material domain to light function and assign our texture to it. If you want to clearly see how this effect works, you can temporarily disable the HDRI and check the result. I'm adding several more meshes to our PCG setup, and as you can see, the more detail we add to the scene, the more realistic it becomes. Hope you enjoyed building this apocalyptic street with me. More PCG, MetaHuman, and cinematic design tips are coming, so hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.